Okay. Here we go, ayy. That trail in this bitch, man, you know. This shit on. Walking through the rain, hearing all them voices trying to break through out my brain. Lightning striking down, sound like bullets raining pain. But sometimes, yeah, I need to hear that rain to keep me sane. My mind stuck on anger, I can't move from off that pain. Please, dear Lord, forgive me, I've been sent to maintain. Don't got no bitch to lean on, maybe money.
Growing pains.
Yes. Growing pains. Yes. Growing pains. All right.
Welcome to Daddy's Podcast. Welcome back. I am
sir.
blessed today.
Yes,
blessed.
yes. We blessed and highly favored today.
I like it, Pud. I
You know
like
what I'm
it.
saying?
We have another father to come bless our podcast, bless our platform. I thank you for coming today. Martiez, I appreciate you coming. He also has his son, Amir, with him, and then family of a friend of the family, Treyo.
Yes,
And I just met the two young guys as we was coming into the studio. You know, we just kind of started vibing, you know, right outside. Then we were talking. I was like, why don't y'all jump in there? Like, man, love to. So I appreciate you all coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. And I want to start with you, Martiez. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming, man. Putt called me the other day, and he was telling me about you, and he said that you would like to come on, man. So first, I guess I'd like to know how you and Putt met. Yeah, definitely.
All right, first off, I want to, give thanks to pretty much you guys for allowing me to come on and represent and speak on things that, that I got going on in my life or as a fatherhood. So basically, as far as Putt, I met Putt through the railroad. Me and Putt, we worked for an organization at Metro, and me and Putt, we've been through some things. We've been there. We do our talking, and it's just good to actually connect with real people, right? Putt is one of those real individuals. I can actually have a conversation with him. Even our positions are different in the organization, but I can always expect and respect the real, honest, opinion, and that's just how me and Putt hit it off.
Yeah.
So it's been with Metro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real, recognize real, because I agree with that about Putt. I've been knowing Putt for a lot of years, and Putt is definitely
Kindergarten player.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, Putt,
Kindergarten.
definitely. So he see the same thing I see, man. Definitely. Congratulations, Putt. Real
thank
man,
you, man.
right
Thank
here.
you, brothers, man.
Definitely, I appreciate that. But Putt also began to mention to me that you left Metro and you started your own business. And I'm thinking, Metro, you make a nice amount of money. So what would make you give all that up to start your dream? And what exactly is it that you do?
So that's correct. I mean, I did put in a resignation from Metro just recently. This was probably maybe about a week or so ago, or 2 weeks. Yes, the organization is great. I mean, coming from where I'm from, or where a lot of us is from, it's tough to make that decision to give something away that's guaranteed. I mean, not only is it guaranteed, it's an actual career. When I say it's a career, we make good money.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know a lot of times, in life as being African American, I mean, we probably feel like, hey, this is it, right? Go work a job, or 9 to 5. That's the way to go. You get your insurance and shut up and just go do what you got to do and come home, bring a paycheck. I've never been like that. I've been from as 14 years old. I've never been without a job since I was 14. I hustled snowball stands. I have ran that. A snowball stand that was successful, and I had 3 snowball stands. Okay, it's just that's just how I roll. Like, I've been ambitious. Even as a child, I learned the word entrepreneur. Okay, I learned how to spell that. So people ask me what it is you want to do. I never really knew. I knew I wanted to own something though. So entrepreneur kind of cover, a lot. You can be entrepreneur. You can run a railroad, right? Okay, you can run your own company. You can run a construction company, which is what I'm gonna go into now. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, so basically, me in a sense of being able to see things from being torn down and torn up and built up, it can actually look like, wow, this piece of work can actually look like this, if the right intention and the right things are put into it. Okay, that's how it is in a property. Same thing with people, you know. So if you have the right, if you're around the right people, right? If you're around the right opportunities, if you're around people that can help build you up, anybody can do anything. Okay, and that's the way I feel.
Yes.
So, okay, so anything I do, I do it 100%. So get back to the railroad. Railroad, I came through. I was hired as an 18-year-old. Okay, I was 18 years old, fresh out of high school. Came into the organization, took it, went through apprenticeship program, all the way to a superintendent. Okay, to a point where I have, I had 150 plus employees that I was responsible for. Me coming from where I'm from, that's major, right? That's huge.
And that's West Side, right?
That's West Side.
West Side Chicago represent.
North Londale. I'm going to rep all day long.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we ain't, where I'm from, we don't see that. We ain't been exposed to that. So that alone, to me, was one of the things that kept me there. It's like, okay, relax, dude. I know you got these dreams. I know you got these aspirations, but dude, you're tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already doing good. You already, you 6 figures already. Okay, put it that. You know what I'm saying? You already a manager. You already got people under you. What else do you want? And so, as time progressed, everyone has their passion. Everyone has what it is that touches them. Okay, so me, like, I go back to being, to rehab, properties or rehab anything, individual, because I'm big into people as well. I learned that was my passion. It's like I did some projects, and at the end, it was like, it was touchy. It was almost like some sensitive or sentimental stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow. And that actually getting up to go do that, it's not even a job, man. It's like, it's something that I actually look forward to do. Wow. I still get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Wow. I look forward to it. Right now, I'm gonna cut this short, you know what I'm saying? They go to bed and get up for tomorrow. Okay. Not only it's the simple fact is it's something that I believe in. This is something that's, dear to my heart, and something that I believe, this was my calling. So to actually get to that point of like saying, to leave an organization, it was a lot. I mean, it was hard. It was like
scary.
Hey, man, my girl she looked at me like I was crazy, man.
You took a chance, though. You hopped out on faith, man.
I just convinced her to let me go, man. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, no, we need the benefits. We need this and that. I got 5 boys. I got 5 kids. So
all boys.
So to make that decision, it was major, but it was a decision that ultimately had to be made. And seeing the how things turn out, the money too. Okay, I ain't gonna leave it out. It's good money. Okay,
right,
so
right.
at the end of the day,
leave that out.
Yeah, very important when you're able to see those numbers. When I'm seeing numbers, man, I'm from the hood, man. I'm from the hood where the guys made $20,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? 30,000 a day. I'm from that era. I'm from that.
That's the West Side.
That's me seeing that as me being. I used to look up to them guys, man. For me to be doing numbers, I ain't finna tell y'all what I do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, is to do those numbers or do similar to those numbers and seeing how it had to be done and thinking that was the only way for me to do it and not have to take that route. To me, it's like I'll sit back and be like, man, this is. It's something, dude, you need to quit, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I got to make that decision about leaving the organization.
Congratulations to you.
Good. So let me ask you this. So what age were you when you first started buying your first property? Because I know you got a lot of properties.
Yeah.
I knew that, found that out in Metro. And my homie had a lot of properties. And I said, this cat is young, man, and with a head on his shoulder like he have, that's kind of rare. Yeah. So what age was you when you started buying properties? All right,
so I purchased my first property, I think, at the age of 24.
Okay.
I never forget my uncle, may he rest in peace. He sold me his, my first property. I was with Metro. I was Metro since I was 18.
Yeah.
And I was able to get a taste of real estate. Okay. I purchased the property. We had a little basement. and we rehabbed it. I had guys from the block and homies that actually done it. At that point, I didn't do rehab. That was not my thing. I was literally still finding my way. I was still at Metro and stuff like that. But when we actually, did some work and the response or the energy that we received after people seeing the work. When I say we decked it out, we put six-person jacuzzi inside of the basement. Okay, we had flat screens. I was 24. You know what I'm saying? So it was more like it was the hangout, like a man cave, you guys call it nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was 24, and just to have all the guys and to come through, and by me being from where I'm from, that was major to them. So he's like, man, Red don't even mess around. And, you know what I'm saying? And he got this and stuff like that. So seeing that, how that impact was. And how it was, it was seemed easy to get the property. I wound up buying the property right down the block, on the same block, and that's when I started to get addicted to it, and started. Then I just after that it was
just kept going.
Just kept going.
Okay. That's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So, with you just with getting your properties and doing your thing, then you started having your kids. What made you put your kids into, because there's so much, Amir, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you, like, what that means to have a father in your life like that he's doing so many different things. He's opening up so many different doors for you to follow in his footsteps, because there's so many things that young kids can get sidetracked by. A lot of negative things, especially you're 18 or 17. How old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Oh, my God, there's so much stuff.
Yeah,
How do
right
you
there.
keep your focus on just following in your dad's footsteps, man? Just, what does he mean to you, what he's doing?
Well, that's something I thought about for like a long time in my life, because, the way that he set, our family up, we were always, we weren't the average, like Joe or whatever, we never had we always had something that like the next guy didn't have, like whether it was him pulling up in like, his slingshot or whatever at school, and all the kids going like, your dad's rich, and like I'm swearing up and down that we're not rich and that we're just like, we're middle class. I used to like pull that card all the time. We're middle class. And, it like really put things into perspective, because not everybody has access to things like these. And, when you ask me what it means to me that my father has opened up all these doors for me and like the people around me, it means everything. Like I can't even explain to you what like it really means, because, it really shows what hard work, like the value of hard work. Like, he's worked hard all his life. Like, there was never a moment in his life where he didn't work hard. And, that hard work has paid off. Like,
Of course. Well, first of all, the man said he had 3 snow cones stations.
3 snow cone stands.
So we know he was working hard as a shorty. So yeah, then he just instilled that in you, man, and that's and that's beautiful, man. And you got your boy here with you, Trey Yo.
Yes.
And he's rubbing off his values and stuff on him, man. This like how does that feel to be connected with this guy and the things that he's doing with all this positive energy that he's letting out on y'all?
Honestly, words can't explain, man. The things that I've experienced, I've been around his family since I was 12 years old. So I'm from a single parent home. My mother raised me, and this Mr. Graham and one of my other friends, his fathers. These were the closest things besides my uncles. I have 3 uncles as well, but besides that, these were the closest men I had in my life to being father figures. And seeing what he did with it for his family, and what he gets up and works like hard for every day is something that it puts an inspiration in me that I can't necessarily put in words. So it means everything.
That's good shit.
Wow.
That's good shit there, man. That's good shit.
Red, I want to say congratulations to you, man. You had these two young men looking up to you, man, and it look like they are definitely on their way to being great. And I'm just sitting here. What's the first 15 minutes of the podcast? So much respect for you, definitely. Like I said, Pub was talking to me on the phone about you the other day, and just sitting here in the first 15 minutes, man, congratulations to you, man. Definitely, brother. I definitely want to say that to you. Stand up, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But man, he do his thing, man.
Yeah.
You know. So and he has a his construction company is named after your brother.
Yeah,
Right.
that's correct.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that, man. How you came up with the name, you know, with your brother. You know, how did you want to name your company after your brother, man?
Yeah, so, all right, I'm always thinking. You know, I'm always got a lot of, I mean, some people might call it borderline crazy because of that's how dedicated I am. So, you know, I know in life, right, you know, we get real busy, right? You can do so many different tasks, and you can feel like that maybe you forgot something. You know, it's like, damn, you know, I ain't really did nothing for my brother. Like, his birthday rolled around, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did a big party or nothing. It's my big brother, you know? So it's like, just start the way in on me, you know? As time progresses, I'm being successful. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm real big on people, right? I'm real big on my people, you know? So I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind, like, seeing things that needs to be done. And I'm very humble, okay? So I'll humble myself, like, okay, dude, you got this, you got that, but, you know, it can be gone too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like me sitting there like, man, I feel like that how can I do something to, you know, kind of in a sense force me to make sure I never forget about my brother. Not saying that I didn't forget, but at the end of the day, during the course of doing work, we all forget certain things, you know, and I'm guilty of it. You know, I can work, I'll forget some stuff like that. I'm like, man. So now I'm like, man, how can I do that? So my brother's name is Rufero. Okay, that's the name of my company. Rufero Remodeling and Maintenance. Okay. So I'm sitting there, I'm at the table at my mom's crib. We grew up on Douglas, North Londale. You know
West Side.
West Side. I'm gonna keep throwing it out there. And I got two older sisters. We're very like spiritual and emotional people. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I talked to them like, hey, I got this idea, and I ran exactly what I said to you guys. I kind of told to them. And I'm like, I'm gonna start this company. Would y'all be behind me? Like, would y'all, you know, what do you think? You know, and then they looked at me like, go for it. You know, you should do that. This is nice. You know, so we sat there. We sat at the table at that moment. I everything on my notes. Everybody tell you, people that owe me money, I got my notes. You know what I'm saying? I put everything in here. This you owe me this, and I keep track. Because I come up with some ideas, man.
Sonny's like, yeah.
Man, like I'll come up with some ideas, right? But then I'll forget it. You follow me? You know what I'm saying? So I wrote it down. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. So I wrote everything down. I just pondered on it, and lo and behold, I came up with it. I went down. I got the, I went and got the LLC set up and got everything, and I worked with a designer for the logo. When I do stuff, I do it. Like I literally did everything right. And this is what we at today, you know. Like people today call me and be like, hey, is Rufero there? Rufero messes me up, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, but the intentions, right? I intentionally did that, and it's no way nobody's gonna know who Rufero is. It's gonna, trust me, it's gonna keep going. And everyone, by the time I get done with it, or when they get done with it, everybody's gonna know who he is. Name. And that was me in honor of my brother, you know, putting his name out there and attach it to something that I felt like was gonna be extremely, extremely successful.
Love it.
That's good.
With starting a construction company, do a person needs to be good with their hands, actually know how to do the work, or can they just put it together and then just kind of find people to do the actual construction? So how does it go when actually building a company like that?
Well, I mean, obviously it's always good to know, you know, every aspect of any job that you're gonna run. So yeah, you want to be able to pick up a trade. You want to be able to say, hey, I can do this, because you got to identify when people telling you something that don't make no sense. You know, you can't not finna tell me you want to rewire this thing, you finna charge me $40,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know certain things. So in a sense, if you're gonna start a construction company, or if you have aspirations of it, definitely do your homework and do your research and know something about the business. Okay. Do you need to do all the work? No, I don't do all the work, but I do know I have the aptitude to know, hey, he's good at this. Okay, he's good at that. She good at this. And you tap into that, and as long as you know that, hey, this is what it should be, then it's kind of like you kind of put everything together at that point.
Okay, cool.
Just putting everything into perspective is what he do.
And then how did the kids are the kids involved in the company? How did they come along and get involved?
Yeah, so out of I got 5 boys.
Okay.
All right. 3 of the 5 is actively involved in the company. The other 2, younger. Okay, so I have 25-year-old. Okay.
Say their names. Tell them their names, man. Say their names.
I got 25-year-old. His name is Martiez as well.
Okay.
Junior.
We call him Lil Tez.
Lil Tez, all right.
He a little different with the cameras and stuff. Okay, so we from that era, right? I mean, before I started doing stuff like this, from the hood, right? We don't do stuff like this. We too cool, right? Yeah. He still kind of, I had him young. I was 16 when I had him. Okay. So he's back from the hood era, okay? So you got to follow where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I try to get him through the little videos with me and stuff. Dad, I ain't on that. I ain't doing that.
Right.
So you don't really see him in the video, but I'm going to get him.
Okay.
You don't see him. Trust me, I'm working. I don't want to force them, right, to do anything. I want to be natural. I want them to want to do it,
Very important.
So he gonna want to do it eventually. Trust me.
Okay.
All right. So he's 25. Then I have Shamar. He's by my side He ain't here today because he's running the company right now. Okay. So we both couldn't come. One of us got to be there. Mm-hmm. So if it's something with the company, go through the company. Shamar, he's 22. Okay. And I put a lot. When I say I put a lot on him. He literally can. He responds. So he works, and you got Amir, obviously. He's 17.
Okay.
He's actually more of a brainiac. I don't know if y'all when you start listening to what he's saying and stuff, he don't
he's very
I
artistic.
picked it up on him when he first started speaking.
So, yeah.
Listen, I rely on him for words. Okay. Like, my vocabulary is very, very limited. Yeah. He don't know that, though. I'll tell him that. I'm like, bro, I didn't think of that word. You know what I'm saying? And I'll call him a 17-year-old. He's good at that.
I love it.
So he's more behind the scenes. He good with stuff, with looking at contracts and making sure we straight, on the back end. He comes to the sites and stuff like that. So those are the 3 that's actually actively working with the company. Okay. Right? So I do have a 14-year-old. Okay, that falls behind him, which is he's in the 8th grade, about to go to high school. So let him let him do his Hey, I ain't gonna tap into him just yet. You know what I'm saying? But he's coming along. And then I have a 1-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a B2 in June.
Okay. Started over.
That's a long story behind it. We ain't gonna do that on the podcast, but yeah. So he's good. He's actually a fresh breath of life, So you see him.
Cool. Congratulations.
Trust me, I was like, man, I ain't doing this. I ain't starting over again. Yeah. I'm over with. Like, I got a 14-year-old. I'm done. Yeah. We finna travel. We finna do this. Yeah. Bam. Yeah. It was like, okay, all right. But then, I embraced it, right? Yeah. He's good. His name is Asher.
Okay.
Asher.
Glad he's here.
Yeah, he's happy. I come in. I just left him a little while ago. He keep me smiling and stuff like that. So I guess it somehow keeps my mind straight, stuff like that.
Okay.
But the 3, just to actually give or for them to have the opportunity to own something, the opportunity to build off of something, to me is major. Yes. We were just in Vegas, about was a month ago?
Yeah, it was like the end of January, like 26.
Just to be out there. I had 4 of my boys with me. I had Lil Tez, Shamar, Amir, and Amon was the other one. I forgot his name, Amon. Okay, we were out. We were on the strip. We were kicking it just to sit back, and it was like a beautiful feeling. It was just like, it was moving. Like, I'm like, wow, like, to have all my boys and they all, they want to do right. I mean, they perfect? No one's perfect.
Right.
But to be able for them to have opportunity, to be able to not only lead and then also make a good living, be able to say, I leave this earth, you know, they got something, you know, to leave them with something. Like, you know, my parents and stuff, we ain't had a lot. They gave me love, okay? They instilled what I got in me right now, you know. But far as the monetary side, we never really had that. You know, I said I was going to change that. You know, I said this is something I'm going to make sure it stops here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I worked so, when I say I work hard, it's unbelievable. I don't even know how I do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to do it, but I just do it. I just do what got to be done. I get it done.
Trades.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but other than that, yeah, so just to have them, to see them, to take it and receive it, and I'm not forcing them to do nothing. I don't even force him to say what he just said. I don't force Shamar to want to take over the company. Everything is genuine.
Right.
For me to put something out and they receive it, come on, man, how many father-sons fights that you heard of? Or how many parents, their kids did this to their parents, or their parents did this to their kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a messed up world out here. So basically to have them, like, take it, I'll sit back and I'll be looking like, wow, it's major.
Yeah.
You know, when I sit back and I see, and we do these calls, we got like conference calls we do every morning and every night. And then my sons are on the call. It's to the point where they're running the calls now. I don't got to get on the call. It's to sit back, they're running the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's major to me. You know,
Yeah.
to hear them
That
say
is.
what he just
That
said, it was
is.
touchy. I almost dropped a tear. I'm laughing a lot of y'all. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. I'm just being.
Man, that is
I'm
awesome,
real.
man.
I'm a real
Yeah.
person. I'm
Man,
genuine.
that is
Well, you
awesome.
laying a hella fire foundation for them, man. You laying a hella fire foundation for them, man. And there's not a lot of fathers that do that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's special in itself, Red. You know, I want to congratulate you, man. Let's give it up for Big Red.
I would
Give it
do
up Big
that.
Yellow Man doing that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me jump in here and ask Amir something, because we can tell you're smart, very intelligent already.
Articulate. He's very
Articulate,
articulate. You
okay.
look at the little cat and tail,
like
man.
it.
He's very articulate.
How do you know, I'm a teacher. How do you mix completing all of your schoolwork with also learning how to start a business? How do you time manage your day to make sure your schoolwork is done plus learning the business that you're with your pops?
Well, at the end of the day, you know, school comes first. You know what I'm saying?
Don't start crying, Pops.
You see how he look? He up on his seat like.
Don't start crying. Okay, yes, sir.
I told you we spiritual, sensitive, right? So you see that, don't judge me, all right? Go ahead.
Like, at the end of the day, you know, especially for me, where I'm at, I'm a junior in high school.
What school you at?
I go to Oak Park River Forest High School.
Park River.
They still got that wrestling team over there, man. You know anything
I
about that?
mean, I wouldn't know anything about. I don't pay attention to the sports.
Okay, cool.
But you know,
Just told you what he do, man.
He did. He
Man, it ain't no sports,
But I'm a
man.
wrestler, man. You know I gotta ask about the
especially not
man.
wrestling. You know, I'm the
I
best.
don't know too many people messing with wrestlers. That's why I gotta ask. Okay,
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Go
Time
ahead,
management.
You know, at the end of the day, school, you know, it always comes first. It's the number one priority. And, you know, I eventually want, you know, to go to college and, you know, I want to study something that could, you know, potentially help the business, you know, maybe go in the field of advertising or marketing. So, you know, on the school side, I definitely have to make, like, that's primary, right? And, like, my direct under that is like, you know, just helping him out, you know, with the business, whether it's like, you know, taking pictures for him, or, you know, he wants to know any feedback on like any videos he might, you know, post or whatever. And it's just like, you know, he knows that I'm always willing to give any feedback to him whatsoever, whether it be like about anything, you know, what this building look like how much would you pay for this building if you had it, you know what I'm saying? Like it always boils down to like my input, you know, because, you know, I am younger and I do have like access to like a younger side of like, you know, our people, you know, like, and since I am younger and I have fresh ideas to bring to the table, you know, he likes to keep me around.
Yeah.
No.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
He ain't got no other choice but to keep you around now.
He can't go nowhere.
You can't go nowhere now.
can't get rid of
I
him,
don't care. How bad he make you? He yours. That's all right. Treyo, let me get over there with you too, because people don't know, but when the podcast started, we was playing your song, Growing Pains.
Yeah, that was
we know
Treyo
you
when
got
we started off.
some
Yes,
artistry
sir.
also with the construction. So how do you use your time management of your day to complete, your art, but also learning this business?
Yes, so I've actually been creating music in my spare time since I was 16 years old. I'm 22, about to be 23. So, on the main time, whenever I have time, whenever he asks me, or Shamar, his son, whenever they ask me if anything, from whether it's just creating a live video or just an idea, a question, or just, hey man, I need you to come help me out with some stuff. I don't need nothing. I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever I could do to help that, I'm just blessed to be a part of. So when you ask me how I balance it, man, it's like just like how he said, sometimes he don't know how you do it, he just do it.
Yeah.
That's how you just gotta do it, man. Whatever
Just
I'm
do it.
asked of, I try to come through on my part, and then I focus on my passions on the side.
Yeah.
No,
So y'all know,
Definitely.
he was just at a studio, okay, just recording songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He stopped what he was doing to come here, to be here.
Wow.
So that's how he's balancing
Wow.
it right now. So
Seriously.
he was literally just there right now.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so he don't know how he did it. That's
Wow.
how he just
But he
did
ended
it.
up
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Bless
He,
it.
he ended up here.
Yeah.
Well, I think that got a lot to do with you, though, man. With the respect and the love that these kids have for you, man.
True.
And just like I say, I'm gonna go back to it again. The foundation that you land for them, that foundation is, man, incredible, dude. So that's why it was just so important to get you on here, man, and tell your story, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing the way you impacting these kids out here, man. And so with your company that you have, and you didn't expanded it so much, like, what's some of the work that you're doing now on different properties? Because I see your videos that you always posting, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell his kids be on his videos, man. They put a lot of input into his videos, man. You got to follow this cat.
Okay,
so,
cool.
What's your passion of doing your videos and just marketing yourself and getting your business out here?
Well, I mean, anything right now in the business of, if you're selling something or you want to promote something, advertising is very important. I mean, the fact of the matter is that I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of people just don't know. Okay, so when you tap into actually marketing and people can actually see you and see the work, it's like, man, such and such do this. I've been doing this for years, So advertising to me is big. So it's I spend a lot on advertising, okay? They look good for a reason. If you wouldn't have said what you said, it was gonna be some problems because I spent a lot of money for that advertising, you know what I'm saying? But on the same token, like, just being able to, also see, the work and see the response and see people looking like, oh my God, they do this. And now it's like, I get calls from everywhere. I mean, I did a free bathroom, okay, coming out of last year into to this year, So like I told you, I'm into giving. I'm into my people, you know what I'm saying? So what we did was, and you'll start seeing some videos on that if y'all follow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I'm going to definitely get on
at
there.
the same
Definitely.
token,
Definitely.
I select individual because I know where I'm from, from the hood, you know what I'm saying? And we never really had anything like that, So, I never forget, and I'm going to just go a little bit. I'm going to run on if y'all don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, run on, man.
Okay,
Run
so
on.
growing up, like, in the hood, right, if you're stuck in the area, you never really know what certain things are, like on how things looks outside of your area, okay? So it just took one time, right? I was doing some work. I would think I was in Lincoln Park somewhere or Magmouth or something. And I'm seeing how they live, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, I thought we was the shit, you know what I'm saying? I thought this was, this is what it was. I mean, North Lawndale, West Side for life. And I get it. I'm still North Lawndale, West Side for life. But we weren't on nothing, though. You know what I'm saying? Our cribs don't look like anything. Why not, though? Why can't it look like this? So you'll see that in my work. If you watch or you follow me, you'll see my work. People like, why you doing all that? You ain't got to do that. Just put the little bare minimum, just, it's a rental. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying? Because of what I seen. My people ain't seen this. They don't know this, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm big on that. you know. So it's just like, as far as with the, you know, the marketing and just getting out and just being able to display that, okay, to be able to show my people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, okay, we good, but we ain't good, you know what I'm saying? There's things that we can do, we're behind. You know, it's trying to bring everybody up to speed so they can say, hey, you know, go on, do this little bathroom. If you can't afford it, okay, you know what? I'm finna do your bathroom for free.
Wow.
Okay? Wow. So I found the individual. Wow. I vetted everybody. I found the individual that couldn't afford the bathroom. Now, currently, right now, we're working on the bathroom as we speak right now. Okay? I literally ripped the bathroom apart on Christmas. We came out Christmas of 2023.
I seen that.
I was Santa Claus. I had Santa Claus with me. My man did he wasn't lying. He did the live.
Yeah.
That was him. You hear
that was him?
That's him.
Oh, okay.
He did the narrate. You know what I'm saying? He was there.
Wow.
We all came through. My whole family, my pops, my sisters. Like I told you, they behind me. You know, everybody came through. We surprised them. We had a little thing, surprise, popped in, Santa Claus, ho, ho, ho. The whole 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? And right now, we're following on that promise, right? We're doing it. That wasn't for no likes now. We're not doing this for likes. You know, we're not doing it's for impact. You know, I'm an impactful person. I want to be able to say, somebody to feel good, like somebody doing something good, or somebody ain't doing it just to, you know, I ain't getting none for that. You know what I'm saying? I ripped the whole bathroom out. Totally doing it. New plumbing, new electrical, framed it, took the tub out. She's an elderly person. She got medical issues. She can't get in the tub, bro. She needs a bench. I build a shower thing. She got a bench she can sit on. She want one of the things, the shower heads to come off so she can sit down and wash up and stuff like that. Okay? That's the type of stuff that we doing. It you know, and that's what we doing right now, you know. And so, you know, that's how I feel. I mean, with the free bathroom, we doing it free of charge. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I had one person, you know, he did reach out and he was like, hey, you know what? That was nice. I want to contribute. I want to do the towel work for free. So the whole objective is to be contagious.
Right,
hopefully people can pick up on this. Like, man, I want to be a part of that. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Right.
And that's how it is, you know. And even now, we have an Easter thing we do every Easter. That's coming up. You know, March 31st is Easter this year. So y'all know. Yeah. So we do the Easter bunny. We give baskets out to everybody. We do Easter egg hunts. We do the whole. I bring the slingshot out.
This
like
dude
you said.
had a slingshot out with the Easter bunny and the slingshot. You gotta follow this cat on Facebook,
for real. And this year we have an organization that picked that up and want to sponsor us.
Really?
Yes. There's an organization, non-for-profit called You Can. Okay. You Can out here now. They reached out. I actually got a Zoom call tomorrow, okay, about the particulars. So it's going to be bigger. You know, it's going to be bigger, better. We got, you know, finances behind us, sponsors behind us. But that's the type of impact that I want to do. I want people to pick up. And, you know, I mean, I'm just little old me right now. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't little, bro.
Yeah, you ain't little.
You ain't little,
hey,
bro.
I respect your humbleness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what you give back, man.
You
that's
are
why
blessed.
you have so much good come to you with your company and with your business and stuff, man. You know, so that's a blessing,
and
man.
that's key, you know, because people don't understand, like, when you do things, you know, good things, it's going to come back, you know. So I don't mind a free bathroom. It costs me whatever, thousands of dollars. At the end of the day, I'm finna start a new construction. Tomorrow, like, we start that. Literally, we're going to ground break. We finna build a house from the ground up.
That's what I want to
You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I like, okay, at the end of the day, I don't sweat that small stuff. I don't sweat that stuff. I mean, I guess it's big or small. At the end of the day, it's like, it's just doing what's right? You work from the heart. You work from the heart. You do. I ain't wanting for nothing. I mean, I can walk out today. I ain't got $1 in my pocket. I'm gonna wind up. Hey, man, I need you to come do. We got a storefront. We doing $500,000. I literally signed that contract last week. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like, and I didn't solicit that. That came to me.
They found you.
They found me. Everybody's finding me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Because they see your work.
And I appreciate that. The marketing, okay, and just doing what's right. You know, being a good person. So
From the heart.
From the heart.
From the heart.
What comes from the heart reaches the heart.
Uh-oh.
I learned that.
Uh-oh.
I learned
Say that again, Yella. Say that again.
What comes from the heart reaches
Yes,
the
sir.
heart.
Yes,
I want them to
sir.
see me say that. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. I learned that as in church as a little kid. The Reverend always told me that.
What comes from the heart.
What comes from the heart. When I speak, I promise you're going to feel what I'm saying because it's genuine. You're going to know if I'm playing games or not. Ain't no games up here, man. This is real.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I appreciate that. So I know Put said we was going to wait till the end to find out how to follow you, but I'm going to ask right now before we forget because we might get so caught up in the conversation. So how do the viewers follow you, man, on, what is it, Instagram, Facebook?
Well, I'm on Instagram and also Facebook and TikTok now, thanks to these guys here.
You know,
I ain't know nothing about TikTok, my kids.
Stuff.
They's like, Dad, you need TikTok. You know, just set it up, man. I don't know.
So how do
You know
they?
what I'm
How do we follow y'all? What is
All you have to do is search in like referral remodeling, and
how do you spell that?
RUFARRO.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. RUFARO, remodeling. We on IG. We on Facebook.
Give them your number too, man. Give them your number where they can get in contact with you, with your business, so they can see your work and all that good stuff, man. Give them your business line.
All right, so business line 7.
Don't give them your, the
No, we don't want
real
to
phone. Don't give them the business line. Ray.
Nah, I know better. I know better. Hey, I know better, man.
I ain't nobody say that
You caught that. Okay. It's 708-488-6075. Again, 708-488-6075.
Tell you, look this cat up, man. His remodeling is, man. He doing our house.
Okay.
You know, dude, his remodeling is off the chart.
Okay.
Just real talk. And I ain't saying it because I know this cat from Metro or nothing like that. I'm saying, dude, his business is,
Cool.
man, the man be on it. He be on top of his toes, 10 toes down.
Okay.
You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
already feel it. I can feel the energy. I like to use this platform to promote fathers who have, inspired you in certain ways. Are there any father figures that you would like to shout out, if you could say their name, and just tell some characteristics about that person that helped lead you into the man that you are today?
Yeah, that's easy. So I'm not one of the ones that grew up without a father. Okay, my father been there from day one. Shout out. His name is Rufus Grayer. Okay, always made a way. I think I got a lot of my work ethic from him. Hard worker. He's been a truck driver. He bought us up. Anything I ever needed, I never really had to want for it. And if it was in his powers to give it to me, he made sure we had what we needed. We had a roof over our head. Not only that, just to instill certain things like my values, right? I'm God-fearing, bro. Like, he makes sure of that. Like, I ain't had no choice but to go to church, you know what I'm saying? It's like I literally had to go, and just those fundamentals, those basics and stuff, I think that I know it helped me, with my decision making. It helped me being a good person, Even from where we from, North London, we, everybody, when they watch this video or podcast, they'll know what I'm talking about. Everybody been in our house, we like one of the ones that he's like the father of all the kids that ain't got no father. So all my homies them that ain't had no daddy, my pops was the pops, you know what I'm saying? He was the pops of the block. Very, very, very respected man, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna talk crazy, ain't nobody finna say nothing. It ain't from me, it's just from where we from. Like, it just wasn't happening. He was valued like that. And then just to have that father figure, in my life, it definitely, like, I work, and he was a worker. So I'm definitely going to credit him for my work ethic and stuff like that. He'll probably tell you I work more than him, but I don't. He did what he did, and working with what he had. And right now, hopefully he's proud. Hopefully, he can look at this and like, man, hard work is paid off.
I'm sure he is.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm
He proud.
I'm just
He
saying,
proud. He
and,
proud.
and same thing with me with my kids. Hopefully I'll be able to sit back one day, and be like, man, like I just almost hit that tearful moment. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, pops, I hope you got that tearful moment right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's that. I'm real big on that. So my pop's been there. He's still there today. Right now, my equipment and stuff, or he makes sure I got a storage place. He makes sure that's tight. My vehicles ain't right. He makes sure this ain't right. And he check me sometimes. Even though I'm thinking, oh, yeah, he'll check me.
Yeah.
No, son, you doing too much. You biting off too much. Yeah. I know you want to do this. I know your heart. You know what I'm saying? But you need to, you know what I'm saying? And just having that, you know what I'm saying, is major. You know, somebody to kind of ground you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you can get out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just for him, I'm like, look here, son, we got this. You good. We behind you. And I sent the text out before I even resign, okay, to looking for like, I got to reach out. I'm not going to do this alone, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs somebody, right?
Right.
Nobody can do everything on their own. So I reach out, Pops, you know, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, like, you know, just to get some confirmation. You know, my mind was made up, but it's solidified.
Yeah.
He's like, son, we got you. My sisters, we got you. Do it. My other sister come in, she's like, hey, I been wanting to do something. You inspiring me. Do it. What you waiting on?
Man.
So those are the things that help me also make up my mind. When you got people behind you, man, it's kind of hard to stop you, bro.
Yeah.
It's kinda
That
hard.
foundation is thick, man.
It's
That
very, very
foundation
hard. I
is
ain't by
thick.
myself.
Yeah.
You see me up here with my son, you know what I'm saying, my homie and everything, but I got a whole tribe behind me.
Yeah.
But it comes from doing right, being a good person, though.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of like, I like to say it's a movement, you know, and I say that a lot. You'll see it in some of my videos and stuff. That's how I actually feel. It's a movement. And really, you know how movements is. You really can't, it's kind of hard to stop a movement, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely made it a movement, man. You definitely, because I seen you come up from where you was at, and you was already getting it in when we was there, when you was a foreman. And I seen how this cat walked through foreman, general foreman, the superintendent. I said, man, this dude's smart as hell. The way his work ethic is unmatched. You know, so man, like I say, man, I'm blessed to have you on here, man, and I'm happy for you, you know. Continued success with your business, man. You know, I know it's gonna be continued success just from your work ethic, dog.
And I'm gonna be calling you.
Now, well, man, Trio, we gotta get Trio with his music. You know what I'm saying?
Trio. Father figures too.
Oh, okay, well, ask me father figures. We get him last with the music. Ask me father figures. Go ahead.
Father figures. Since we was on Trey, I'm gonna stay with you.
Okay.
Father figures that you have that help make you into the beautiful young man that you are right now. Who are some fathers that you look up to?
For sure. So like I said in the beginning, I got 3 uncles that raised me. You know, man, I give all the credit in the world to them into making me the man that I am today.
What's their names?
Yeah, shout their
Their
names.
names Harry, Brandon, and Dwayne, man. They,
Okay.
You know, my mother had me a little bit young, man, you know, but they picked up the slack, you know, that my father couldn't, you know what I'm saying, due to his situations. So either way, they didn't never let me feel like I was just that kid that had nothing or like I was a pity situation. They picked that up. They made sure that they knew like love was around. And sure, just the same, Mr. Gray did as well. I have another friend of mine, his father's name, I call him Mr. Mahan. I always was raised up, you address adults by their last name. That's just how it is. And he get on me a lot of times, man, because you know, he don't necessarily like that in certain situations.
You don't want to feel old. Man, we be out. Man, we in the club. This dude called me some Mr. Graham. I said, dude, don't be calling me no Mr. Graham. I'm red, dude. You tripping.
See, though,
Bro, we in Vegas.
Respect, man.
I get it, but
it's almost weird for me to like switch out of that, man. Like,
But we in Vegas on the strip, bro. I'm not Mr. Graham, bro. I'm one of the homies.
but no, man. These guys, man, they've helped to everything, man. And seeing how he's conducted his family and just how he conducts himself as a man has inspired me in more ways than I can imagine. So to answer your question, those guys.
Oh, guys,
Yeah,
that's
blessing to those
beautiful, man.
guys.
Blessings,
man.
blessings.
To them, man. Mir, same
Yeah,
question.
Come on, man.
You know, obviously, you guys know who my father figure is. You know, the one and only. And you know,
Said the one and only.
said the one and only.
Listen,
I love it.
listen,
The one and only. I love
It's
it.
generational. RM is generational. This is like real generational stuff because, you know, not everybody has the ability to lead like my father does. You know, he's a leader and he always has been and he always will be. And I hope I can become a leader. You know, I hope my brother above me, I hope Shamar can become a leader. I hope, you know what I'm saying, Martiez, my oldest brother, I hope we can all become a group of leaders and take us,
Group of
you know,
leaders.
into the stratosphere.
That boy said a group of leaders.
A group of leaders.
These,
To the stratosphere.
say, what's that word again? Say that word again.
His dad wouldn't use that word, would he? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, man. Well, before we get out of here, before we shut this down, Treyo,
Yes, sir.
we want to know a little bit about your music, man.
Of course, man. Whatever you like to know.
What's some of your music like?
Yeah, what's the genre
Yeah, what's
that
the-
you sing? You know, is
Yeah.
it rap? Is it R&B? Like, what you,
Man.
and how did you get into it?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I do a little bit of everything, for real, for real. So, like, even with the song that was playing in the beginning, that's me rapping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be no certain particular way of style on me at the end of the day. I'm imperfectly perfect, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay. Imperfectly perfect.
Facts.
Okay.
But so my mother grew up and she was a singer, you know, even though we didn't necessarily have all the means for her to necessarily take off, she was a beautiful singer. She had a voice of an angel, in my opinion. And you know, me growing up around there, I'm waking up every morning hearing sing and going to sleep hearing the singing, you know, even when she's sad, she's singing. So you know what I'm saying? That was contagious.
Okay.
And so I always had that bug in me since I was been 8 years old. I've been walking around singing Jackson 5, you know what I'm saying? Just in the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Sound like a little butt.
Right.
But just
I
then,
think he's too young to know Jackson 5. That is awesome, man.
I go back, man. But nah, for real though. So like that's what a little bit is. So I guess I could touch into some R&B, man. I touch into some real rap, man. Like I ain't finna be trying to do what everybody else trying to do. Just drill in the rack, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like that's what
man.
everybody love to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce something else that's different. You know, like one of my biggest inspirations, Juice WRLD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rest in
That
peace,
was
Jared.
rest in peace to the young legend for sure. But
Yeah.
he brought
I
something
say
new
same
to the
thing,
city.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD. Yeah.
And it's like it didn't have. He made us see it didn't have to be. You gonna walk up and walk him down. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do something. You gonna do something to these women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He showed us like you could be compassionate. You could be
Yeah.
caring. You could
Yeah.
have a heart and it be respected. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every year for the past 3-4 years, it's been a Juice WRLD Day at the United Center, and that's
Yeah.
one person. He died at 21 years old, and that's something that I feel like has impacted me and all of my people around me. And like I ain't
Definitely
even,
impacted
you know,
me.
my mother, you know what I'm saying? Like that's even her, you know what I'm saying? That's a young man, you know what I'm saying? So, but even besides that, so that's just one little small part. But G Herbo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dirt, you know what I'm saying? All
Keep
of
that
these
microphone
folks.
to you.
Oh, my fault.
It's just like you rapping, just like you rapping. Keep that microphone up there so we can hear all this knowledge that you dropping.
Yeah, so I'm inspired by everybody, you know, Kanye, you know, Drake, Sosa, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much. My mama used to play country music sometimes, you know what I'm saying? She'd play the Japanese, you know, calming sounds. So it's like I got so much areas, you know what I'm saying? I just try everything, and I feel like I'm just naturally gifted. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my sound.
That's dope. So what's your platforms they can find you on?
So I'm available, you know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to make it happen for myself, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no help at all. I've been doing this since I was 16. I got stuff on SoundCloud under my name, Treyo. I used to have a little group with me and my homies we used to call the YMG. You could find some of that music on SoundCloud. My newer, up-to-date things, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We only gonna keep coming and getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
love
I'm
it,
talking
Trey.
about.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, man.
Stay
Thank
positive.
you.
Stay in that positive lane, man. Stay in that positive lane, man.
Blessings to
know.
you and your music, man.
Yeah,
We're
thank you
looking
very
for
much.
you too.
Much
Rooting for you
blessings,
too,
man.
man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, and on Instagram as well. I'm
There you go.
little underscore Treyo. You know what I'm saying? Just
How you spell that, man?
Yeah, Trey.
LIL underscore TR the number 3 Y and then 0
The
and
number
underscore
3.
Treyo.
Trey, yo. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right.
Yes, sir.
How you come up with that spelling? You put a 3 in there?
Honestly,
That's
yeah,
cool,
man.
man. That's
My
artistic,
birthday,
man. That is.
It's the 3rd.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I have 0, 3. You know what I'm saying? It went with. I just
Yeah.
little play on words.
Yeah.
And, you know I'm laying
Yeah.
letters and stuff. So you know.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Cool. All right. Amir, anything, man? I heard you say you about to go to school or something. Have you picked the college that you're going to go to yet and what you're going to major in, or you still kind of filling everything out?
Well, my sights are set on going to University of Illinois in Champaign.
That's my wife's alma mater there, man. That's a good school. That's a good school. That's why she's popping up this.
My aunt there, and she went there to pursue like a degree in a master's degree in teaching.
Okay.
And and she always tells me like
Yeah, she'll tell the higher. She'll tell the principal over
She
there.
the principal, so.
Yeah. She needs some great teachers in her school.
No.
More great teachers. She
Yes.
already got great teachers.
But yeah, my aunt, she always told me like if you're gonna go to college, this is a very good college to go to. The party scene is great. The academics.
Yeah.
Like
He said the party scene, so you already.
Party scene at U of I is lit though. I went up there for a few weekends.
my
It was
research.
lit.
Hey, he said the party scene first. Okay, man.
It's all right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? All academics come first. Academics come first.
Yeah. We rephrased that.
I had to get it correct. That's one of the things you gonna.
Academics
That's
come
cool, man. That's good, man. Well, we wish.
Yeah.
You young, man. You can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man. Sky's the
can
limit,
tell you're
man.
gonna be
Sky's
good.
the limit for you.
It's
brothers,
money and
man.
partying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah, sky's the limit, man. Man, we just want to thank y'all once again.
Hey, if you don't mind,
Go
mind if I
ahead,
give
go
a little
ahead.
shout out? You feel me?
Go ahead. I feel you. Go ahead.
I got a cousin, his name Jalen. Rest in peace to him, man. That was my best friend.
Okay.
All of this for you, my mother, and all of my family and close friends, man. It's all
Okay.
love.
Man,
Oh, good. Do you a shout out too? This
definitely.
is the young. Go ahead. Give you a shout out. Come on.
At the beginning of the year, my junior year, I met someone. His name was Jaden. Like, not the Jaden that but he was a freshman and he went to Oak Park River Forest. We connected. He listened to like Juice WRLD and a lot of the songs that I listened to. He passed away, and I never really gotten I never really got to click with him the way that I wanted to, and all I can do now is hear stories about him. So I want to give a shout out to you, man. Rest in peace to you.
Yeah, definitely.
One more, because I know my family will hate me if they see me.
Uh-oh.
My dad's side of the family. Rest in peace to my beautiful cousin, Elijah Bennett. I'm sorry she got took too
hold the
early.
mic.
But yeah, to my cousin, Elijah Bennett, rest in peace to her as well.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Red, you want
Yeah,
to
you
close
get
it
it.
out for us?
Close it,
Anything
yeah,
you want
you
the world to know?
No, I just want to just say like, I'm representing North Lawndale. Like I explained to you. I ain't gonna let y'all forget that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. And I want to shout out to everyone that's in North Lawndale currently. Ones that was lost. Through the struggle of our struggle. I feel like it wasn't just their struggle. We all had the same struggle. And just know like, hey, if I got to be the one to set an example or to be able to show, our people and, better ways, I'm here for that. And just shout out to everyone, anybody that's watching it and, anything you guys, want to do, the sky's the limit. I mean, it may not be this, it may not be what I'm talking about, it may not be with my son, but you got something, and I say, join, if you guys see this and you're inspired, and, you want to make a change, you want to do something different and, and make a good buck, honest buck. And, there's other avenues from what we've been accustomed to and what we have known, as growing up. Yeah. I just want to throw a shout out to North Lawndale. That's it. That's all I got.
That's good.
Beautiful
shit there.
things, beautiful
Good
people
man.
come out of North Lawndale.
Man,
Yeah, and I'm
that's
glad
it.
you all are shining the spotlight on North Lawndale. Definitely.
Maywood, Illinois.
In Maywood. Oh, we can't forget
West
about Maywood.
West suburbs.
Yes, sir.
Good Maywood, yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing your story on our platform. You are definitely a blessing to the culture, and just want to congratulate you on leading these young men to the right direction of manhood, and blessings to you. And I'm going to be following you.
I appreciate
Yes,
the
sir.
opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
Real talk.
sir.
This platform is dope. I like the way you're doing it and your reason behind it. Just so you know that anything that I can do to contribute to this, so I'm all ears. I'm little, you know what I'm saying, but I can
Hey,
make
we
a big
gonna-
impact,
We
right?
gonna hold
Okay,
this
I know.
cat accountable
Hold
for
it.
that.
I
This
had
cat
a whole-
accountable
I'm
for
coming
that.
with the whole West Side. Y'all primarily was South Side, right? You know what
South
I'm
side,
saying?
man.
South
Come on,
Side,
man.
okay.
Wild Hunters.
Wild Hunters,
Y'all
baby.
Wild Hunters. All right, I'm representing the West Side, okay?
And when brothers come together,
Yes, we come. Hey,
Great things happen.
great things happen.
There you go.
So it could be a powerful thing.
Yes,
and like
sir.
I said, just even being here today, like this is dope, right? This is something that's really nice, and it sheds a light on, you know, something other than negative, right? It's positive stuff. You don't hear nothing negative on here. You know, we ain't all negative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a good show. Now, I love the show. Thank you for inviting me,
Yeah.
sir.
Got
You know
it,
what I'm
man.
saying?
You got
Thank
it.
you for
Yeah,
having me.
you got it,
Thank
dog.
you,
You
thank
got
you
it.
for letting me
You got
ramble
it.
on. You know?
Yeah, man. This what it's for. This what it's for, man.
Yeah.
You want to close it out?
until we meet again, Daddy's podcast.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.